Welcome back to our community. Susie Thomas here visiting with Darren Nisley. He's the executive director of Lighthouse Ministries, doing some amazing thing of putting on the radar possibilities for kids, talking about hope and possibilities. Tell us a little bit about the pipeline of support.
Well, the Lighthouse has been involved in after-school programming for, 15 years in our neighborhood. One of the things that we came to realize is that, once, we have the youth ministry clubs, which, help with, are there for elementary, junior high, and high school. But the after-school program was this piece that, after elementary school, we weren't able to offer that support. What we have now done is we've created a continuum or a pipeline of support for students that will follow them all the way through high school graduation and then even beyond. So once our fifth graders leave the after-school program and move into middle school, no matter which middle school they pick, they have so many to pick from now in Canton City, we are going to hire one mentor for every 5 students. And then those mentors will be responsible to meet with the students one-on-one, either during the school day or perhaps right after school and after-school programming at their school, to give them one-on-one tutoring. Those mentors will also run some academic support nights at the Lighthouse for middle schoolers. And then those mentors will also be on staff with our youth ministry programming. And this gives a very holistic support for the child, where our mentors will be involved with the students that they're responsible for physically, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. And it's just going to be such a big deal.
Oh, my goodness. That's really thinking ahead. Now, Who are you looking for to be these mentors?
Well, definitely people in the community that believe in the community and want to support the community. I'm sure there will be some college students who will do that. The Lighthouse hires 3 youth ministry interns from Malone every year, and that will be there'll be a potential there for our youth ministry interns to be a mentor to some of the students. But, really anyone who is looking to invest in the lives of children and really make a difference. Another piece, so we'll be hiring 2 mentors every year for the next 7 years, because the 5th graders this year will be graduating in 7 years, and we want to give them mentors that will support them all the way through to graduation. Additionally, we're also going to start a scholarship program for each of the students. So in middle school, each quarter when they get their report card, we're going to take that GPA for that quarter and we're going to multiply that by $10, which, at first glance doesn't maybe seem like a lot, but, if you get a 4.0 times 10, that's $40. That goes into your scholarship fund. And every quarter we're going to look at that GPA, multiply it by $10. So 4 quarters a year for all 3 years. It's a maximum of like $640 in middle school. In high school, we're going to double the multiplier, so we're going to take it times $20. So you'll be able to earn up to $1,280 in high school. So we're looking at, close to $2,000 potentially for each student to have when they graduate, if they stay inside that pipeline of support.
Yes.
And allow us to walk with them. And of course, really it's the parents who drive this. It's the parents who say, I want these mentors to be involved during the school day or after school. The parents have to sign off and saying, yes, this mentor will be great for my child. But, if the parents are interested in having that support in place, then the Lighthouse is ready to provide it.
And you're setting the bar so much higher, because we always hear that message, stay in school. You're saying stay in school, get good grades, and you have the potential of graduating with $2,000 in the bank ready to get started in college.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
So whether it's a vocational school, whether it is a community college, whether it's a 4-year institution, that $2,000 will be incredibly helpful.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Well, then that's going to cost money.
Absolutely.
$2,000 times how many kids?
Yes.
So we need to help you with fundraising. Tell us a little bit about how you do that.
Well, the largest percentage of support comes from just the charitable gifts from individuals, churches, businesses who support us. Our budget currently is $200,000 a year. I would imagine by the time the pipeline is fully in place and running, it'll be, at least 250 or more. Mm-hmm. That's a couple years from now till it's fully up. But we really count on the generosity of people willing to contribute to kingdom work. And, we just feel that we have a tremendous opportunity to just reach kids for the kingdom.
How do we do that? What are some ways to give?
Sure. So the Lighthouse has a website, cantonlighthouse.org, and then there's a donate page there, and there you can, sign up with your credit card. You can obviously send a check in. That'd be fine. But our website is actually set up so that you can donate your stuff too. If you have an old laptop sitting around, or a tablet, or even a car, you can do that all on our website. We have a national liquidator, so no matter where that car would be sitting, it can be liquidated and the money sent straight to the Lighthouse. You can donate real estate, anything. So all of that's set up right on our website to be able to do. It's a great way for people to contribute to the ministry.
That is fantastic. What kinds of things do you need in the way of tangible items, not liquidating through the website, but do you provide food at this after-school program, and where does that come from? And are there ways to donate, food, clothing, some of these basic needs as well for the kids?
Yeah, we provide snacks for the kids at the after-school program. Canton Calvary Mission provides those snacks for us, and so they're a great partner for the Lighthouse. So no, we do not have a food pantry. We do not have a food giveaway or even a clothing giveaway of any sort. Now, it's a case-by-case basis. Sometimes there might be a student or a family that's, really struggling and needs some help, and so they'll talk to us, and we'll try and figure out a way to make those connections. But we don't store up those types of things. I would say if somebody has some things to give, especially like school supplies, that kind of thing, give us a call, and we'll let you know if that's an item of need. So please, absolutely give us a call.
Perfect. All right. And that again, go to cantonlighthouse.org for the information.
Yes.
You've got an event coming up? We
do. It's called Co-Canton. It is going to be on April 16th at Delhi, Ohio. And, we are really just making an effort to get the people in Canton, civic leaders, business owners, people who work in Canton, people who have a vested interest in Canton, just to let them know more about what the Lighthouse is doing. And so the three pieces to Co-Canton are community, collaboration, and commissioning. So it's this idea that it's our community, it's our responsibility. Can we work together to commission these kids to become, to be, to grow in Christ, but then to be that blessing to the world. And so how can we as the Canton community work together to make that happen? So it's April 16th. Doors open at 6 at Delhi, Ohio. The meal starts at 6:30. There's no cost to attend, but there is an invitation to give at the end of the evening. So we're just hoping to educate people, empower the kids we work with.
Do you need to know ahead of time if people are coming, or do you want them just to come in?
No, we do.
Okay,
again,
how do we RSVP?
RSVP to communications@cantonlighthouse.org.
Okay.
And Kelly Klein is the one who's taking those emails.
Perfect. All right. What about volunteers, Darren? Do you have ways that people can volunteer their time?
Absolutely. So, especially within the after-school program, we can, and specifically even during that academic time, we just need people who are willing to come and read one-on-one with students, help with the math homework, help with, just any facet of, working on the computer programs, anything like that. We also are looking for people who want to come in and talk to the kids about their vocation.
Oh,
we would just love, the kids love interviewing people and learning about the new jobs and that kind of thing. If you have some sort of skill that you think would be great for students to learn about, please, we've had engineers come in the past and do little junior engineering classes with the kids and that kind of thing. We've had people come in to do exercises with the kids. We've had, people come in and teach Spanish. So we're looking for people to come in and use and share their gifts with the kids to teach them to become.
You've been involved since the very beginning, and we are speaking with Darren Nisley from Lighthouse Ministries. Looking ahead now, so I know it's fun to look back over the 20 years, see where you've come. Looking ahead, what do you want the next 20 to look like? What would you like to see coming out of the future of Lighthouse Ministries?
Sure. I want to see a group of kids, even living in our neighborhood, who have come through that pipeline, who are just excited about living in Canton, who are excited about being a part of the kingdom of God, and who are looking to also share that good news with other people, specifically within the Canton neighborhood. I want to see a group of students who feel empowered to become what God has called them to be. That is just super exciting to me to think about that. And so as we look at this pipeline idea and how we can sort of support the kids, we just want to see a group of students come through who are strong, who are confident, who believe in who God has created them to be. And that's what gets me so excited to think about.
It's got to be so gratifying to be able to be doing what God has called you to do and be what He has called you to be in their lives. Just looking personally at this, what has this meant to you personally to be involved in something that is having such a tremendous impact on Southeast Canton and beyond? Yeah,
well, I appreciate that. It's a blessing, absolutely. I live in the neighborhood. My wife and I and our children, we have lived in the neighborhood for 19 years now. We love living in that part of town. A lot of people make comments like, aren't you scared to live there? Or, oh, what a sacrifice. But, I think when you're really sort of fitting into that call maybe, or you're just living faithfully, like things just seem normal. It just seems, for me, it just seems like what I'm supposed to be doing. And so it just seems right. And it has been such a blessing to be able to be a part of programming that offers dignity and respect for the kids. A lot of times, I think the church has actually, maybe even made some mistakes in how we choose to try and help people.
Right.
And we want to help people, dignifying and respecting them for who they are and the gifts that God has given them, and empowering them. Not telling them what to do, not looking down on them, not feeling sorry for them, but saying, wow, God's blessed you to be a blessing. You are a blessing to me. Now let's help you be a blessing to the world.
Awesome. We've been visiting with Darren Nisley. He's the Executive Director of Lighthouse Ministries. You can find out much more at cantonlighthouse.org. Darren, thanks for all you're doing, and thanks for joining us on Our Community.
Thank you.